Good morning, evening, afternoon, I'm Tato Cat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Previously, we've gotten further into Edgeworth's trial, and it wasn't going very well. Maya got held in contempt and got dragged away. I took some hit points because apparently I'm not allowed to blindly press anymore. But now I've gotten the one up on Lotta, so we'll see where that gets me. So let's continue. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
Yeah, I always have a point. Always. You just never listen to it at the beginning for some reason.
That's why I told her to not say that in our testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it.
Mr. Von Karma?
How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart.
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Oh, but can I press now? Now I'm scared to press for things. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You use binoculars,
Which, if it was foggy, you'd still see fog. You just see more fog.
very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. You're right. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back into the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I don't care how many Von Karma objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Okay, so I can. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, I just told you. Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah. It's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart's seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
Arg. He's not letting her answer any of my questions.
all of the one. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. And yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is relevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe that it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, then there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Press further! This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little too overboard there? Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of the meteor showers. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? And also, why was sound involved if you're taking pictures of shooting stars? They aren't literally shooting. You know, the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Har. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I took a look with my binoculars. I don't care how many... Okay, so I need to, like, what? Show the camera? Guess grits. Car. Alright, You're photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point your camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. I have a feeling
Gordy. Miss Hart. This is what you're trying to photograph.
What is this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gorgeous Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monsters. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Shoot. Do I have proof? Oh no! The fact that it was pointed at the lake at all. I have it, proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see. And no joking around this time, please. What is the proof that the witness has?
The camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here is taken when a gun fired on the lake. In here, this article about this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Miss Hart?
You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from this court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Oh, that's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. And I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. You saw a flash and then heard a gunshot. Okay. That makes sense. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. So you didn't go back to get binoculars? Is what I heard.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examination and examine the witness, Your Honor. Ron Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in your mind. That would be a first.
Fuck you. Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood.
Yes, Your Honor. Lotta's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I took a picture of the monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight at the lake. Tell me more about this. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at the boat. What? What did I do now? Why are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. What evidence? This one?
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait. So, you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, no. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Photographer, imagine, scoop, camping out by the lake. Straight out at the lake. Present evidence. I don't know what evidence I'd be presenting. This one? Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah!
Order, continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy. And that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, y'all got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this boat.
Right. That's why I took this photo in.
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and what?
Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlarged photo. Wait and see what happens. What if it's a play and it's actually him doing it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is bad. I don't think I've ever done this before for this game, but I want to save. And then show me the photo. I don't know how tricky this game is, Miss Hart, because I know I would do that. Look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to this submission of this vital evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still can't see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Lake photo taken automatically on 12:25 at 12:15 a.m. Lake photo added to the court's record.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
Was it him? There has to be something.
You asked for an enlargement. You got the enlargement.
No.
And little good has it done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence
A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, really bad. What should I do? Conduct the laundry, show other evidence, wait and see. Oh no! Oh, I guess you guys will have to wait and see what I decide to do in the next episode. Until then, see you next time.